Welcome. Thank you so much for tapping in, turning on, tuning in with 𝚃𝚒𝚎 𝚃𝚒𝚎. I have my own handler now, guys. At 𝚃𝚒𝚎 handler. Handle. Sorry. Hold on. There might be people, energies, because sometimes the energies don't show up as people, but the energies, they be there. You know what I'm talking about too. When you feel it, you know it, you vibe it, and everybody over here acting like they don't know what you're talking about, what you feeling, what you receiving from the energies around you. So sometimes energies don't show up as the people, but it don't mean that the energy is not there. People can hide behind the facade, you know what I mean? But anyways, some people may not, or some energies might want to silence you. Oh, I got that. No, all of a sudden, I was fine. But either way, we're not going to entertain that. But either way, there's so much to celebrate. And I have so much love to give back to all of you who helped me reach my YouTube goal of 1,000 subscribers. But of course, I have a new goal. I hear the number 5,000. But I don't want to keep jumping from like that. So I'm gonna think of tonight a number of the next celebration, because there is gonna be a celebration. So granted, I'm planning on going live, right? So I'm gonna start doing my craft oracles. So come craft oracle with me. I'm going to craft oracles. We are going to meet with the divine. We're going to get into our crafting station. So please feel free, you know what I mean, to bring your craft along and craft with me, or just get into the mojo of being in the energy field of this alchemy spree, a breed of energy that is going to be seeded and shared out there, because I don't care, because there's plenty. There's no greed monster here with me. There's so much to share, so much out there for all of us. So I bring that leveling of alchemy, you see, that we need. So sometimes, you know, light that little firecracker under your ass to get you to do that what you want to do, but you don't do. And so maybe if you craft babble, craft oracle with us, with me, right? Join, right? Then that little firecracker, I lighted up your ass for you, and you go, I'm gonna go do what I need to do, and you go chicka 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 boom boom, and you do what you must. You know what I'm saying? So either way, those are going to be like the centered, like my lives are going to be centered on, you know, craft babbling, craft oracling. So whomever is there and joins will participate in that. But the very first live in celebration of meeting the goal mark of 1,000+ subscribers, and it's over 1,000 now, so thank you. You know, it's so crazy because we can get really upset, especially on our journeys, on our spiritual awakening journeys, right? When we're coming into ourselves, right? We're like, I'm here. And then it's like, what does that mean? And then we come here, and then we're also with the fire extinguisher, like to everything, because everything sets us ablaze. Well, we're trying to make sense of a lot of kind of things. And it's oftentimes the people that are nearest and dearest to us too, that are not the ideal people of support, team, system that we need them to be, or want them to be, desire them to be, you know what I mean? And so oftentimes in moments like these, like when you hit these milestones, like, fine, it's not your support team ideally, right, of the people that are supporting you, of showing love and kindness in that department, or meeting and greeting with you and resonating with you and showing love in that arena too. It's never it's sometimes not the people that you wish it was, right? And so you think maybe so you go through your levels of your doubles, of your insecurities and your awakenings to these kind of truths existing in you, and you're like standing your ground. You know what? I believe in me. Fudge how they think, or fudge their lack of, support towards me or love. Like, I thought it was love. I thought we were love. I thought it was family. I thought we were friends. Like, and it's not, and let's not get this twisted, right? Friends and family support, they be like, what do you mean? Just because you make something this week and this week, that don't mean I gotta buy stuff from you to show my support and stuff like that. No. No. That's not what we're talking about. Because that would be silly of me to think that all my friends and family got to buy something for me that I make. That's silly. But what I would expect from friends and family is the support in whatever capacity, shape, or form, the acknowledgement, the validation, and the genuine just energy of, wow, oh, my cousin has a YouTube channel. Oh, my cousin has a Depop thing. Oh, my cousin designs clothes. Oh, I'm saying cousin or whatever because I have a lot of cousins from both sides of my family. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of cousins. Siblings, things are, oh, my daughter writes books. Oh, my nephew plays the piano, has recitals. You get what I'm saying? And it's the love, it's the encouragement, it's the share, it's the, I may not be into what you're into, but I'm into you. You get what I'm saying? Right? So oftentimes it's not like that. And you're like, it's a sad road to celebrations, right? Because like now, who do you celebrate with? So I'm celebrating with you guys. The 1,000 of you plus that are actually here, who made the choice to be here or choose to be here or whatever the case may be, that took that extra little measure, that step, that you danced with me, so I danced with you. All right, so I think that's dope. And so I think it's something to celebrate, because I have been down and out, especially with the lack there of support from those that I wish were more supportive, the same way that I fucking am to them. And that's just real talk. You need me, I'm there still. And it's not being a dumbass and it's not being people please. It's just that's who the fuck I am. Raw dog Holyfield. Not because I need you to do that for me, because you would kill me if that was the case. It's because I want to, because you should have that. And it's all love. That's why. Anyways, this is fun, right? But yeah, so when you reach a milestone like this and you're like, okay, they try to make me feel some type of way about myself and my dream and my, all this kind of stuff. Like the doubt, like you could doubt somebody. You may not think that but does that mean you don't support them? It's like somebody wanting to be a singer or an actor or a model and all this kind of stuff. And you think how tough that is. That's like me growing up. I wanted to be an actress. Jennifer, you need to base your dreams and your reality on something that's less like competitive. Everything's fucking competitive. I've been in every freaking field that has been of interest to me. Every field, including acting, everything. Every field that has been of interest to me in this lifetime, in this lifespan. I'm 40 plus years old. Trust me, I've had many occupations, many trainings, many schoolings, many volunteerisms too. I've had internships, all these different things that I've had. And for all of my daughter's life, I've been fortunate enough to get into the field that I was in that allowed me to successfully raise her without hardship. But it don't mean it wasn't a rocket roller coaster ride. as a single parent, doing what I gotta do every single time and putting my dreams on the back burner. The things that I kept seeing that I'm to do. And the last, I put myself last in that department. I don't take that back because I love the amount of mothering I continue to do as a parent. I want to change that shit for the world. But my daughter's going on 22 years old. I have one child. It's a different time for me. Right? I've been asked about more children, all this kind of stuff. I'm so fertile. What the fuck? We'll see. Right? But anyway, right? So don't let people knock you out of the ambitions of your own dreams, because everything is a competition. If that's the case, everything is competitive, nothing is easy, and everything's going to require you to put some level of work, especially if you want it. And dependent on that which you desire and want to achieve in the levelings of the latitude that's going to be for you, the level of effort and work that you put in will be worth every amount of success you achieve in that. So it's just a matter of perception of how you perceive these levelings of success and all this other kind of stuff, or whatever the case may be, and all this kind of stuff, and the time that you give to certain kind of things. Right? Certain things take a back seat when you got other responsibilities, like a life. I had a life to take care of. So I had to get a little bit more practical with my eccentricities. And granted, it was a roller coaster ride, especially when I had the moments of like, what the fuck am I doing in my life? Where am I going? This is not satisfying me. Is this what I'm going to be doing? Okay, what am I going to be doing? Where am I going? How am I going to pay this bill? Oh shit, I need to pay rent. Oh shit, I need to pay this bill. Oh shit, my daughter needs something else. Oh shit, my daughter needs something else. Oh shit, this bill needs to be paid. Oh shit. Am I selling my ass? Heard that's easy to do. And I'm not knocking people that do. I'm not going to apologize for the way that I speak, where people want to be sensitive and take offense to something because they want to interpret it in the way that they want to interpret it. I'm speaking of myself, my own experience, and my own life when I speak of certain kind of things like this. If you want to personalize it for yourself and take personal offense, then you need to heal the part of you that has personal offense against that which you are personalizing. Okay? Okay. Yeah, so, so what's special about this first celebration that I will be announcing the date as soon as I decide one, is I'm going to be, so who inspired this one? This is from, because I didn't stay for the whole entire thing, but I wanted to check hers out because she inspired me. 𝚃𝚒𝚡𝚎, the Oracle. She's like a gossip channel thingy majiggy here on whatever, and yeah, don't it doesn't matter why I find what I find when I find how I find and what I tap in, turn on, tune into. I'm divinely led and guided in my own kind of way. So it's I like her vibe and how she delivers materials, and she's very engaging, and I find a similarity in engagement in terms of expression. She's very animated. I am a very animated person, so of course I would be drawn to animated, passionate people, right? So either way, so when she made her, I don't know if it was 1 million, I don't know, but 100,000, I don't know, but I don't know. No, I don't know, whatever. When she made her milestone, I had yet even to consider advocating for 1,000 subs, but it was watching her make this milestone that it inspired me to advocate for my own. And within weeks, just from advocating, it got done. I'm like, okay. So yay to that, right? So either way, so when she did hers, I jumped in. I was driving and working, so I didn't get to say or anything like that, but I did get to see, well, here. I was driving, I wasn't watching, but she did look cute. I did see how when she jumped on and all this kind of stuff, and she had people at her lives. I mean, I have people at my lives. Again, I'm gonna be randomly doing this shit. People might come, people might not come. I might be talking to myself, but I'm prepared for that too, because I've had that already on other platforms where I jump on a live and nobody's there. What happens when nobody's there? The show must go on. And who am I and what am I great at doing? Talking to myself. But we good. And I'll party with myself. All right. But the great thing about this is what I saw from her, and I'm just saying that I liked, she did giveaways. I think she gave away money and stuff like that too. So I'm thinking about now dropping like, 10, 20 here, but also I make a lot of things. So if you guys go check out at Enchantress, ENCHANTRESS on Instagram. If you go to witchyutopian.com and check out our shop over there. If you go to Utopian Cupcake on TikTok or those places, right? And see the handcrafted stuff and all the divination tools and all the alchemy tools and the master tools and the home decor tools and the jewelries and all these kind of things that I make. Since I am going to be craft oracling and babbling with you guys on my first live, the things that I have there, I'm going to feel inspired to, because when I make things, I feel things. So again, I don't know what specific things I'm going to be giving away. You guys, whoever joins, can tell me the stuff that they like, and those will be up for grab. I don't know how I'm going to determine who wins what and all this kind of stuff. I haven't put that much further thought into that, but what I do want to know is in my gratitude, right? So if you have like because I have Cash App too, or I have Cash App, I think. I do. I just have to download it. So there'll be money, a little bit of money. Who can use some money? Let me buy you some coffees or teas or smoothies. I love smoothies. Let me buy you a smoothie, coffee, tea. Do that. I could buy you guys a smoothie, coffee, tea, whatever you drink, or water. Coffee. Let me buy you a coffee, a tea. Oh, what, you want a mimosa with me? We can have mimosas. If you don't drink mimosas, bring whatever you like. Oh, okay. You can sip. So we craft and sip. So we're gonna have a craft and sip party. Craft and sip while I give away shit. All right, so craft and sip. So we're gonna craft and sip. You see how this happens? Like when we start talking together and stuff like that, right? So we're gonna craft and sip. We are gonna craft Babble Oracle. We're gonna craft oracles and sip, right? And there's gonna be giveaways with giveaways. Yeah. Because so there'll be money giveaways and handcrafted stuff giveaways and whatever else. And I always have handcrafted stuff. And also, what else? Oh, and I'll check out whatever I have here from the Witchy Utopian shop too, because I know I have tarot cards too and things like that. So if you're into all of that, I am going to be having money giveaways and gift giveaways as a thank you. So and this allows for participation too from everyone, because for those of you that are not in this country or whatever the case may be, then it can be like PayPal, and we could do PayPal I'm writing this down because I'm going to be making a flyer, okay? So I do flyers too, if you're interested in flyers and all that kind of stuff, or writing resumes and all that kind of stuff, because writer be my life, right? And editing and all that kind of stuff, you can go to witchyutopian.com, okay? That's just a side note of other things that I do. So yeah, so we'll do money giveaways, like, let me buy you a coffee, a tea, whatever you drink, a smoothies, right? Smoothies. I could get you a smoothies, coffee, tea, smoothies, a water, because I'm a big advocate on drink your water, right? So we're planning this right now. So excited. And then nobody shows up, and all the stuff stays with me. And it's okay because somebody's gonna buy it on the website. I'm like still gift to somebody in this world, and there'll be another life. You know what I mean? But either way, craft oracles and sip with me. We're gonna have giveaways. I want to buy you a coffee, a tea, a smoothie, a water, a drinky drink, a mimosa. So I invite you to bring your own crafts, your own whatever tools you use that you like to vibe and high vibe and align and feel inspired and create on. I want to offer you the gift of these like Reiki energy kind of vibes that align and alchemize you within your own shrine to further help illuminate and elevate and evolutionize you in your own mind, body, heart, and soul too, so you can feel whole, so you can grow and you can keep on shining from your wholeness vibrations. And so I want to contribute that to your elevations, your sensations. And I just want to be, I just want to say thank you. I can't, this is why I can't do poetry, trying to be on stage saying poetry and then get all emotional. I'm like, so yeah, so join if you're into this kind of thing. I'll be pulling cards, of course, and talking and answering questions. So it'll be like your opportunity to ask me whatever you want. Yeah, so that's gonna be really cool. And again, I just want to say thank you about that. So yeah, so this video is gonna be about that. And yeah, so we're gonna vibe in a loving atmosphere, like, because that's what's up. That's what's up. And yeah, so expect some major, like, transformations in this evolution station, right? This is energy, frequency, vibration, right? We're here celebrating our United Nations, and that's what we're gonna be about in every single kind of way. What can I say? Because we get out of our own way, right? We cut every single cord of disdain, of pain, right? Trauma. Get out of the way. The PTSD. We what is the word that I'm looking for? We extract. I was gonna say abstract, but we extract. So for that, we pulling that shit out, tearing it out, grinding it into what is the energy of transformation that you desire to create for your own United Nations, because it has to be substituted in some kind of way, you see, to do the transference, you know what I mean? So that is also this kind of thing, right? Girls, unite! I said, be brave. Be Betty Brave. Be Betty Brave. So yes, I want you to join me for that. That's what's up. Thank you so much for that. So that's that little update. The Domino series. Okay, so I finished the Domino series. I stopped taking notes after episode 7 or whatever. It started getting too theatrical. for me in terms of a lot of things. So there's a lot of little mini researches that I have to do. Bear with me too, but it's not a precedent for me anymore due to the theatricals, and the just misinformation and the romanticism. The romanticisms. There's a lot to talk about, so maybe I will give a final video of a recap, like a whole, it'd probably be like freaking 3-4 hours long of all the notes that I had from whatever episode I was up to next. And just we're gonna close it all off together. Close it. We're gonna just we'll close it. We're gonna end that conversation, okay? All right, so what else? Something announcements to make. Let's see. While I think, I will pull, and we shall see. Positive expectations, right? Expect that the eyes of beauty and the winged wise ones. Here we go. When I cut the deck, oh, because underneath, right? Underneath the winged wise ones, we have a sacred union, right? And I was talking about the United Nations within our being, but you know what happens when you have a United Nations within your own being? Then you alchemize it, all the kind of other kind of things that's within exists on out, right? Oh, am I speaking too fast for you? But what I'm trying to say is, as within exudes on out, that's what it's all about. And if it's love that you desire to want to bring into your being, then you need to unite within your own United Nations. You know what I mean? Because as soon as you unite within your own United Nations, love will not leave you not. Do you get that? Right? Positive. Be positive. Be positive in your expectations. Be positive. Be positive. Beauty. 25, right? 25, 5, 6, 7. 7, heaven, right? The number of tall order after the so after balance has been restored in some kind of gift, in some kind of way, in some kind of balancing act, in some kind of way, after the 6, there's gain, but there's still work. There's still something more being built here from the new that has been created from the balancing that has been united, right? So when the eyes of beauty show up as your ally, they require you to examine your perceptions. Do you see the world as perfect and beautiful? Can you retrace your steps from your past to now and see the perfection in the way reality has been created? Truly, perception is everything. A glass half empty is the same as a glass half full, yet so different according to how it's perceived. Hold on. The eyes of beauty remind you that if you move forward with conviction, all is well now and always will be. You will see true prosperity as a result. Expect to see beauty and you will attract your highest good. I love that. I really love that. And it's so true. So that's kind of like what I was saying about the milestone with making it to over 1,000 subs, right? You would think that by the energy of experience being received in the surrounding areas of your family unit, your friends unit, and the lack thereof support, it could be very discouraging to believe that you can make it to over 1,000 subs on a very competitive platform that is hard to get one fucking view, right? And then to have and reach over 1,000, where maybe out of the 1,000 family members you have, less than 5 have subscribed. You know what I'm saying? So the 1,000 you should have automatically had just by the apparent role. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not asking a distant cousin to show support and be upset if they don't, right? But I am expecting my immediate family to be that supportive system that they should be, as they say they are, because it's love, right? No matter what it is. I don't care if you believe in it or not. Love is supporting, right? So again, everybody's free to do what they want. I'm not judging anybody and I'm not saying anything. But like I said, we're gonna call a spade a slide. Go right on that slide and like sip your tea, right? Which reminds me, I want to buy you coffee, tea, a smoothie. I love smoothies so much. Maybe we can have a smoothie together. I'll definitely have a smoothie during our craft live too. Even if we have a mimosa, please tell me what you want for me to bring to our party. It's gonna be a party. So I don't know how it works here though. Like I don't be listening and I don't be reading the rules and I don't be watching nothing. And I don't be like, I always learn, like right now my Instagram subscribers, I can't have any new subscribers because I break rules apparently because I don't read them. You would think I don't know any YouTube laws either. Copyright strikes, this, that. I don't know any of the laws. I know. It's okay. You know what I mean? There's something for everybody. That's just not for me. So yeah, you know how like people like I look at like analytics, but ask me how much I understand them. Ask me how often I look at them. It's now because I'm participating that I look at certain kind of things. But in all reality, I just post and ghost. Right. So, but I'm gonna read all sides of the coin here because the eyes of beauty, because like we said, there's many of you that will come through and all of you are not on the same plateau, place, space of energy, frequency, vibration as the other is. And so here we go. Challenger. If this card comes to you as a challenger, okay? As a challenger, the eyes of beauty are a sign that self-centered fear expressed through harsh judgment is behind your current circumstances. Are you seeing only the flaws in your circumstances or in another person or in the people around you and the environment that you're in? Are you looking at what is wrong instead of what could be made right? Aww. I'm just gonna focus. I'm gonna focus on everything that makes me mad. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. You know what? Because I know what it's like to be sad. I know what it's like to be upset. I know how to make myself cry. That's how I want to live my life. If that be you, then this is fine. You don't need to hear this. Don't take this advice. You happy in that element, okay? Are you seeing only the flaws in your circumstances or in another person or other people or in other places and other things? Are you looking at what is wrong instead of what could be made right? If you take some time to adjust your eyes and see things exactly as they are, you cannot help but admire their perfection. Right? I am perfectly imperfect. And that's all I can ever be. Say that proudly. Come on. I am perfectly imperfect. I am perfectly imperfect and I'm dope as fudge. I love who I am every waking second of the moment I breathe in. I breathe out. Love, because that's what I am all about, especially towards myself. Repeat, play that back. I know I'm speaking it in my I am stance, that I'm straight. Who else can I speak for but myself? I might have children, but I can only speak for myself. I might have a partner or this or that, a friend. I can only speak for myself. The same way you could only speak for you. You could only ride the energy within you. So use this, play this back, write these things down. Use them to your advantage to unify yourself in every kind of transformative way that matters to you. And if it don't matter to you, then you won't do shit about it. You just complain. And if that be you, we ain't hanging out in the same room. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. Yeah. I used to allow that in the same room because I understand it. But if you want to move and dance differently, and not be caught up in the same cycles that'll cause you and break you and put you in the self-sabotage mode of conditioning and falling prey and victim to your whole environment, then you need to make moves that you've never made before. And you need to make decisions that are in the best interest for your development, for your evolution, and for your purpose. And granted, all energies exist simultaneously at the same time. But your consciousness and your awareness to each of those energies and environments is going to be detrimental to the futuristic placement, plateau, place, creation, manifestation that you are creating. And so if you are sensitive in an environment that is going to be low vibrating in every kind of way, then maybe you should change that environment. That's like now. Before, I subjected myself to the very people that made me feel like shit energetically. Because I'm love and I'm that, and because I can see the bigger picture, and because I can understand the offense, I allowed it in my atmosphere and therefore kept creating it like a fucking crescendo just because I understood it, just because I was conscious of it, just because it was there, and I'm not allowing it to touch me because my consciousness and my intelligence leads me with wisdom. But how unwise to allow myself to subject myself still to that environment. Fuck no. You don't have to subject yourself to the environment either just because you understand it. And just because you transcended that and ascended that. It don't do your health, wealth, stuff good to continuously allow and enable those energies to treat you as such. Just because they want to live in their sea of denial and act like they don't fucking hear shit from shat or no foot from finger. Huh? What day of the week is it? So, yeah, I guess, whatever. We're going in. Right? So, are you looking at what is wrong instead of what could be made right? If you take some time to adjust your eyes and see things exactly as they are, you cannot help but admire their perfection. Release your expectations and demands and be with the truth of the way things are right now. You're whole and beautiful and perfect, and what you observe is too. I mean, thank you. Thank you for thinking I'm beautiful and perfect, right? So, yeah, look, listen, it's not silly. It's not silly to feel. Oh, thank you. Cutesy. Bashful. Accepting. I was never able to accept a compliment without having to flip it in some kind of way. And it's still now where it's my best fucking friend that pointed it out again because it was being done in another kind of way that didn't serve me. That now I'm conscious of it even more, and I still catch myself when accepting compliments, giving one back too. He says, stop robbing yourself of the compliment and allow yourself to sit in it. To take it in. You don't have to give one back. Take that in. Sorry. Just say thank you. Or nothing. Nothing. The many masks of performance that we can have. Really, even when it appears good natured, still could be a form of conditioning that suppresses you still. Right? So release your expectations and demands and be with the truth of the way things are right now. You're whole and beautiful and perfect, and what you observe is too. It may not be exactly what you want, but perhaps in shifting your vision, right, you'll find clarity and will see that it's exactly what you need at this time. A total shift in perception is what is required right now. That's beautiful, right? Then you have the winged wise ones, right, which is 34, 4, 5, 6, 7, 777, right? These numbers, 777, then 77 is 14, which is 5, which is all about change, right? So 7 on the change. So there's even changes occurring with the leveling up that you're doing that is providing you with more positive opportunities. So in the perception, as your perception shifts and uplifts, as you elevate into this learning how to balance all these wonderful things, opportunities happening for you, or could happen for you, or will happen for you, or is happening for you. Again, language and perception is everything. It's happening. It's here. I'm present. I'm allowing, right? Just miraculous, right? Because the winged ones here, angelic help, miraculous aid, right? I've been uplifted in ways during times I didn't want it to be anymore. None of it, right? And so it's in those miraculous moments of that was the divine. There's no other explanation for it. So this expansion of this awareness to the leveling up of dimensional space you have expanded within your own, even intellectualisms. That's a wonderful evolution, right? So always allies and never challengers. The winged wise ones represent the aid of all the angels. You have all the aid of all the angels surrounding you and all that you do. You're surrounding us all. It's a matter of perception and how you choose to embrace the energies that grace says, if only we allow. When you enter their realm, know that your sincere prayers will be answered according to the will of the divine. This also represents divine intervention and the potential of miracles to heal and transform as if by magic. It's beautiful. Have faith. I'm crying, I got my nose, I can blow my nose again. Have faith, whatever your circumstances. Heavenly beings are watching over you. The winged wise ones give you a glimpse of the future by offering messages whispered on the wind. These are translated within you as inspired thought, instantly unraveling the past and revealing the present. Be aware of the higher consciousness in you. This is a good time to observe your thoughts through meditation. I ask you to join me on Enchantress on Instagram as a subscription. because although I do mystical divination kind of things, I am a DIY master your own self mastery and alchemy coach in those kind of ways. I don't like using the word coach, that's why I rarely use it. I'd rather we all be alchemists, even if we're in alchemy training, than me being a coach, because you don't need a coach. You just need to DIY, do certain things yourself. And so that's where I come in as that transformer guide to help you align in that kind of leveling of alchemy, of mastery, of self-discipline and honor and self-love and ritual. I'm ritualistic. And so when you subscribe over there, you receive, these things too. Granted, it's much more affordable than one-on-one with me on witchyutopian.com, which is why I'm saying it. Like today I posted very valuable information along with tarot readings and all this kind of stuff too. Yeah, I do that. But there's a lot of other stuff, and a lot of behind the scenes and personalizations with me. Like I'm a very private person and I don't share my life. When you hear of whatever I share, it's long past and long already lived and whatever and stuff like that, but meaning my day-to-day and all this kind of stuff. But with my subscribers, they get some behind the scenes that's comfortable enough for me to share enough, which is way more than what I don't share at all publicly. So that's another kind of thing too. Also, I'm always advocating and talking about my writing, and I'm a writer and all this kind of stuff. I'm gonna get more into detail about my leveling of my journey with writing and things like that and whatever. But either way, now I'm gonna start sharing something intimate more too, that has been calling me for some time, because I have loads of writings everywhere. And so I'm going to start sharing excerpts of writings in artistic ways, because all my academia kind of writings and professional writings have been my own personal works of art that I don't mind sharing and getting, acknowledgement for. But whenever it came to my personal writings, these are things that, unless you were a close personal friend or someone that I trusted at the time, I don't share these things. And so now it's in my 40+ years that I've been nudged for 2+ years to start sharing these writings more. And I have little by little, sparingly, but I'm going to start sharing them randomly. We don't know what year we're going to travel into. We don't know the mindset. We don't know the path, the journey, or even the experience. But it's time. So that's good. Coming undone, right? The more I come undone, the more you too. So that's good. Right. So let's finish. Be aware of the higher consciousness in you. This is a good time to observe your thoughts through meditation. Who is observing those thoughts? That self is kin to the winged wise ones who have come to help you soar. Right? 1 second. As I went to blow my nose, I can stop. That just annoys me. I looked over to where I had the cards laid out, and I looked over at the sacred union card that I had seen, right? And I said before, but next to it, because I guess when I picked up the winged wise ones, underneath the winged wise ones was the Ice Queen, right? But what I got about the sacred union, right, it's like the flip side of the coin too. Like, don't be so closed off in your own vulnerability to love and feeling and emotions, because there's love for you to be had. And as far off as that might seem, right? Like, what do you mean? I don't even have a person, or I do have a person, and the last thing they are is this level of romantic and, you know, whatever, or so cold and all this kind of stuff. But what I got was, don't be the ice queen. Whether you're male or female, this has nothing to do with gender. Like, don't be so, like, okay, this is me being vulnerable, right? So this is me sharing, like, this is like, if spirit talking to me, like, saying, don't be so acting like you don't need love, right? Because you got everything all together and you don't want to be all vulnerable and putting yourself out there because it might not be reciprocated or something like that. Don't take no non-action due to this leveling of like false entitlement or reserved nature that you might have, right? That is false because it's not how you feel. You know what I mean? It's like hiding how you feel because you're so, and it's that, like, that quote that I put in the community board, which I got the community board, right, from Stacey Branch, whom I follow on Instagram, right, where she posted, never allow yourself to be so afraid of being hurt that you miss out on a chance to be happy. You know, and that's just like so impactful. It's not gonna happen. I know I get worked up, guys. It's my Pisces moon. I'm sorry. I've asked in the middle of expression, like, what the fudge? Can I just not cry? Can you just let me express myself without a fucking tear falling down from my eye? Like, can I just say it and say it? But Waterworks Central. Anyways, what other thing? Oh gosh. Hold on. I hear the church bells. Who's getting married? Surprise engagement. Surprise engagement because someone wakes up and comes to their damn senses about how they feel about you. Right? Right. So anyways, so it's like lying to yourself and being too quiet about how you really feel. Even in terms of what you want for real. Like, don't fool yourself and act like a conversation that I had with my kid, my daughter. She brought up an interesting question, an interesting side, something I'm not going to talk about now, but it was very interesting because it caused mind blown. Like, I'm like, wow, I need to think about this, you know? And then also in terms of like even having more children, right? Like, wait, are we not? Am I stopped? Like, wait, did I decide this? Is this, like, you know, these things that come up in the string along of all these kind of things. And so the whole point is getting into the mix of your own dynamic truth of emotion about how you feel about love, relationships, and the side of you that is icy or iced out or harsh or hardened, cold, and like want to be indifferent towards this because of your experience. That's the lie. Because deep down inside, you want this. So it's like the other card where it says, you know, it's all a matter of perception. How are you seeing that which you are wanting to receive? Are you being iced out about something that you really want? This doesn't have to be about love. This could be about career. This could be about a dream you have. Are you being icy towards your dream due to the current experience that you've already had that may have not gone in your favor, or may have not looked like what you want it to really look like? And may it's like, okay, like what's happening? Like, is it ever gonna happen? Is this career ever gonna take off? Am I ever gonna get married? Are we gonna ever have a child? Is he ever gonna settle down? Is she ever gonna settle down? Is she ever gonna realize that I love her? Is he ever gonna wake up and commit? Am I ever going to leave this state, this city? Like, am I gonna just keep on staying here, doing this here? Am I gonna stay in this false marriage? Am I going to, like, it's just all these things. When am I going to live for myself? What am I going to do for myself? All these things that we ice ourselves out from, detach from our own emotions and our truth, that we become a shell of our own existence in that department. Like, don't do that. Don't lie to yourself, especially if it's about romance. Even if you've had major disappointment, upset, and maybe have not, up until this point, had the partnership and the romance that you want, ideally, like, but this is a good place, a good space for you to think about that, what you do, right? And really get into the root of that truth, and be positive about that too, and not ice yourself out and be like, well, it's never gonna happen for me. Like, if that's your line of thought internally, how can you pine for something externally and then expect it to magically happen? Make it make sense. It has to match the energy, the frequency, vibration. And that means you got to get your thoughts in alignment with how you feel, so that you can think and feel the right components into this elixir that is here for you. 27, 7, 8, 9, right? Because it's a cycle closing out. So like, even like marriage, wedding, like a union of some sort, a consummation. So this could be like a courting, moving to the next level, right? So the sacred union is all about beautiful, true partnership, a true partnership. It shows you that spirit is listening and is always by your side, helping you to co-create your greatest desires and manifest your destiny. When you receive this ally, know that you're never alone on your path. Partnership with the divine is yours whenever you need help. I gotta go. The sacred union also represents the coming together of all kinds of harmonious alliances, friendships, family, business, and of course, romance. No matter what the form, this message pertains to the value of a partnership and reminds you to observe the gifts bestowed upon you by the sacred union. This is a very positive omen. As a challenger, the sacred union as your challenger warns you to be careful of your associations at this time. You may be entering into a situation that will cause more aggravation and drama than you can handle. Be mindful as well of addictive tendencies in making partnership commitments. Are you choosing from an excessive need to distract yourself from moving forward in your life? Are you ignoring your red flags in order to change the course of events to suit you? Could it be possible that you're the recipient of mixed messages? This is the time to put a little distance between you and your query. More will be revealed to help you make the correct choice to support your soul's growth. Right? So that's beautiful. And then looking down, I see the Desert Prince and the Diamond Dreamer. So I want to say that there is, like, and then I'm looking down and then I see Gaia's Garden. So yeah, and then the Spirit Whisperer. So you might be receiving some messages from maybe more than one suitor, or just because there's more than one person here too. But the Diamond Dreamer, the Desert Prince, there's something here at this material wealth, true prosperity, right? But the Desert Prince too, survival and false promises, right? So the Gaia's Garden, right? The fruition of your abundance, reaping what you sow. So it's like a mix here, right? So the survival and the false promises that keep you down from the conditioning that can turn your smile into a frown, and the Diamond Dreamer and the material wealth and the true prosperity that you have here too, and the fruition and the abundance that you have coming here for you. But your survival mode might be keeping you dry in the desert. You know what I'm saying? creating your own energy of false promises to yourself that keep you in the cycle of continued disappointment, because it's operating through a facade, a mask in some kind of way. So the lady in the mirror, right? Reflection without judgment too is something that you should do, right? In order to further align with your truth at this time, right? Because sacred is you, divine is you, ancient is you, right? Also, got some new merch that I just dropped. You could check in the master link, but there's a link to the Witchy Utopian merch shop and the shirt that we dropped, right? Everything is also copyright spring something protected that I did over there for designs and stuff like that. Since you put your stuff out there, you should have some leveling of protection, you know, because a lot of the stuff that I make, I'm not copying off anybody. It's what I see in my mind and I make it all the time. So like, you know, unique be the wave. Like I don't like to wear things that everybody has, and I don't like to do everything that everybody does. Like I like to do my own kind of shit. So if you're into that kind of unique kind of hit mix and all that kind of shit, definitely go check out the unique one of a kind designs, and they come in all different kind of colors too or whatever. But this drop that came in is all about being divinely favored, right? And also letting people know through their mirrored reflection, which is funny, right? Your mirrored reflection. So when they look into the mirror on the shirt and they read, it says you're jealous, you wear jealousy. I'm saying it wrong. Jealousy looks ugly on you. But it's cool. So that's the new merch that just dropped, right? Jealousy looks ugly on you, so don't be jealous. Because we divinely favored up in here, you know what I'm saying? So there are so many designs to drop, but I am a one goddess team up in here, right? Divinely favored, right? We divinely favored. And their jealousy looks ugly on them. Okay? We divinely favored. And their jealousy looks ugly. I know. So they'd be like, what does your shirt say? Your jealousy looks ugly on you. No, not your jealousy. It doesn't say your jealousy. Sorry. Let's do this again. What does your shirt say? What is? Wait, I'm coming a little bit closer. Jealousy looks ugly on you. Yeah, they're looking in the mirror because you're divinely favored. I'm telling you, this is how I respond to mofos now. I'm like, you know what? Thank you for the shirt inspiration, you jackass. I don't even need a clap back. My shirt's gonna talk. So I like to make things. That's what I do. Okay, and so yeah, so go check out the new merch, right? I got it in a crop top too, divinely favored, and then the back is the mirror, so they go look at it from the back, because that's how sexy you walk away, and they're gonna see from the back that their jealousy looks ugly on them. Yeah, you can hate me now, but I won't stop now. Won't stop now. You can hate me now, but I won't stop now. We can sing it like a symphony and shake what your mama gave you. I mean, when I get on my daughter's nerves, like, mom, stop it. I'm like, oh my gosh. But yeah, so new merch dropped, right? So that's another, right? So there's a master link that I'll be sharing, and that master link is the master link to all links. So if you click there, if you lose any sight of what I said throughout the video, like, oh fudge, what did you say? Just go for the master link. The master link will link you to every single link of everything that I have discussed whether it be the merch shop, the website, my Instagram, my Poshmark closet that you can shop. I'm going to be dropping new items too. I'm even got something there of my grandpa's that I'm selling for my grandma. That one doesn't go for me. It's not for me at all. It's something that was a gift. The Uggs, I think I put my grandpa's Uggs. He never got to wear them. They're brand spanking new. And I think they're a size 7.5 and stuff like that. Brand spanking new Ugg boots that were a gift for him for this winter to wear that he didn't get to wear. So she has a few things like that that I'm gonna be putting up in the shop of my grandpa's never before worn, because he didn't get the chance to because he passed away in May of this year, 2022. So you can go check out that. So I technically everything is in my closet and all that kind of stuff, but I have my grandma's story over there. The money is for my grandma, not for me. That one. And it's something in my grandpa too, but I have stuff for me in the Poshmark closet too, because I always like the way I dress. So you can go shop my closet, okay? And the items that I put up, okay? So we're gonna have fun with that. So you can go check that out. And my name on Poshmark is 𝚘𝚒𝚎 _utopia, right? So because 𝚘𝚒𝚎, right? 𝚘𝚒𝚎. So bottom of the deck, I saw a broken heart. So that's just at the bottom of the root, the things that we're healing to, the things that we're dissatisfying in regards to our lives and moving forward with such great positivity too, and the things that we work on and the things that we do and the upliftment of that too, and what that's creating for us, right? New beginnings, right? It's creating new beginnings, right? Rapid growth, a fresh new start, right? Because you have unlimited potential, right? So this is a continuing of the legacy that you are bringing passionately into existence because you are working on this new phase. It's like a birth of a new child. It could be a birth of a new child, a baby, right? Excitement, right? Passion is here, right? Action is here. You're taking action. This is the energy that you have here that you're creating, but there's challenge with that action too, because other people might want to freaking blow up your action because they don't want you to take action. They want you to be inactive and stuff like that. So you have like this power keg of a leg up of a fantastic drive that is your ambition at this time, this energy, right? Breaking up the system of their deceit or their trickery and all this kind of stuff, right? You get to rest, you get to relax, you get to take time off, right? You get to pause, you get to suspend, you get to do things as you want to do, as you take this time to right. So here we go, like, so don't sweat, right? Because like this all three fell out at the same time. So you have fish hooks, right? So right, so there's people that might be feeling regret in regards to how they have left things with you in the past, right? And they might be feeling helpless in regards to the situation, right? Because you are currently in your staying power. This is how I'm reading it. I don't give a fudge, right? Because that is exactly how I'm reading. So there's people stuck on stupid about things that have happened in the past that cannot be changed, right? Disappointed about the cleanup and letting and unable to let it go. So there's a challenge in your new beginning and your fortitude and your staying power, right? Because you're sealed off, right? You're aloof to this shit, right? Because you're not participating in this, right, by yourself, right? Because you may have been left out from something that was part of a something more, right? So more people involved, like, so there's like a circle of people, a group of friends, a group of something, right, that may have now, like, they're crying over spilt milk in some kind of way, right? Feeling helpless, right? Too over here, right? 8. So like it's like a fish caught on a hook. So people are watching you too, right? So right, and they think that your prosperity and all this kind of stuff that's happening for you now, like they're looking at your resourcefulness, right? Your multiplication of your principles too, right? And all the shit that they talk to about you too, right? Like it could have been in some kind of way got them looking stupid right now, paralyzed, helpless, because your reign looks good and it rains on their parade, right? So it's like whatever. In that kind of way, right? Because you got the staying power because you've been working on it. Your work speaks for itself, right? So you got 518-815, right? 481, right? Then you got 555, right? 45, right? Then you got 5510, new beginning, starting again, right? 1 here, right? With you by yourself too, right? So you got Pisces energy, Gemini energy, right? Aries, Cancer, Capricorn. Right. What else? I gotta go. What else? Being birthed here into the now that needs to be made aware to those that are listening to this right now, right? Many options. There's many options happening here for you. There's adjacent possibility. There's choices to be made, right? So Spirit wants you to be flexible right now with this freedom that is being sung for you, created for you, right? That is here for you, right? So, right? So there might be some stubborn energies here too. So I'm going to read it how as I see it, right? Because right here, this is somebody. So that might not apply to all of you, right? 1974. You could be also a Gemini, Virgo, 7447, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, kind of thing. April 7th, July 4th, 47 years old, 1974, 1947, Virgo, Gemini, right? So either way, the message for this little group of you right here, right? This 2-card little reading, this is separate from all other messages here, right? If there's something that you acting too like chill or nonchalant about in regards to your own personal life too. This is like so you might be bored, you might be just interested, apathetic, right? That says apathetic, like a shell of kind of like your own existence in some kind of way, like but you still have the potential for change, right? You have the potential to change, right? But there's a two-faced side to your existence that shadow of the two-faced needs to be met. Like you need to be met with the side of you that is disinterested, that is aloof, that is disengaged, that is acting like nothing is bothering them in some kind of way, yet everything bothers them, and not making the moves or doing the things that you need to do or want to do. It's like maybe even being like lazy or something like that, like, you know. And I don't like throwing those words. I have a lazy used to be a trigger word for me because my grandmother used to call me that. And so I don't like to use it, but I'm just saying, like, it's just an energy, right, that can keep you trapped in some kind of way, right? And so it's like you're trying to enjoy life or something, but you're not enjoying it in some kind of way. So you could be trapped, right, in some kind of way. And then this came out upside down, so it could be like maybe not being in a relationship, or being in an unhappy relationship, or being disappointed in relationships, or wanting to have a relationship and not, or you know, so it's like something, you see, look, it needs to be put to that. So look at all these cards, none of them were coming out upside down except these two. So like even the urn, right? So some kind of loss you may have had, some kind of death too. So this could be even the loss of like 52. So you have Gemini here too again, right? And Cancer, 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 and then I hear Taurus, and whatever, 25 years old, 52 years old, 24, 27, 20, yeah, 52, 57, like whatever, it doesn't matter. 725, it could be months, days, the 25th, the 24th, the 27th. Either way, like there could have been a setback, or a breakup, a death, a widow, but a mourning of some kind, a scandal, a betrayal, like however it is, like, you know, something, a collapse of something, or something just not going right, like, you know, some kind of grief in regards to commitments or relationships and stuff like that, that has created this apathy, this feeling of disengagement for you, because maybe you are the type of person that feels like alive in relationships. If you're not in one, then you don't feel alive, and that is something that needs to be checked on. There goes the message. Why don't you feel alive? for yourself when not in a relationship? Why does a relationship have to awaken you? There it goes. 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 Right? Yes, push forward, right? Building your strength, self-improvement, exercise, stop resisting, right? Ugh. All right, I know I gotta start going. I don't know where I fell. Hold on. Be brave. Oh, there it goes. Guys, yeah. Ready for anything. Be determined to be ready for anything. And do that what you must in order to get that what you want. Period. Anything that you cannot change, you know, like let's say there is something from the past that you want to make right or true or get some closure on too. Write it down for you, burn it. If you can find the communication for it, and if the person is still alive or still here, then by all means communicate with the person that you want to speak to. It's better to get the conversation had in a healthy, wealthy, stealthy way than to never have it and always wonder. That was something about my mother's death that always propelled me to just say it. Because we don't always know if we got tomorrow or even 10 minutes later of time. And then I think about all the times that I just couldn't say something. So I understand. But I'm in a different leveling of evolution for myself right now. And I'm in the whole point of where I'm an advocate for, just say it. Respectfully. Especially if it's eating at you. You know what I mean? Wait, nothing. I'm recording. At this time, the situation is likely to occur. Something. What? What's likely going to occur? My way or the highway? And what? Something that's not going to change at this time. And maybe that's the energies that I was just speaking to, where it's up in the air. Like I said before in many of my videos, there's a 50-50 cry. It's probably happening soon. Some going to change, some happening soon. Going within, observation. And that's all we could ever do, is keep on going within. You'd be surprised at the leveling of evolution that occurs. Be celebratory to all your accomplishments. For those of you that might be having headaches or some kind of illness or disease, crisis of an emergency, needing self-care, getting to the root cause, going within this observation, right? And all this kind of stuff. Prepare to receive some very spiritual insight, and have hope and faith, right? And know that you're divinely favored. Okay? And good things are happening. Yeah, good things are happening. Good things are happening. Yeah. Maybe you can get a pair of worry beads or something like that and get some prayer, right? To pass time, any unease or anxiety or worry that you might have about anything, right? Don't complicate any kind of situation more, right? By overthinking things too, right? Keep yourself busy, right? Right, and this too, right? So right here, you might have some childhood people. So what that's telling me is like people from your past or people that think that they know you and stuff like that too. Because these cards, they read so many different kind of ways. And so I get so many different kind of messages, even though I try to go all the peace kumbaya kind of way, but you got to see some other kind of shit and the deception in every kind of way, right? So anyways, there might be some like childhood, like I say, friends or people or family or whatever that might got they're trying to stress you out or some shit like that, or whatever the case may be, or may not be the best kind of energy at this time because there's something that they're trying to control, persecute, or maybe even destroy you in some kind of way, or they want to rewrite history, they want to play mind games, right? They want to change the narrative of certain kind of things, and they might not be happy with the narrative that you got going because it paints them to be something else, so they gotta falsify or because if what you say is true, then that means that what they said was a lie, kind of type of shit. If how you are and who you are is how you is, then everything that they have set up until this point is bogus and bullshit, which it is, right? So then it forces them to have to face truth or being addressed, right? So it's like somebody lying on you for years, right? But you don't know what they're saying. Like, this is kept from you. Like, you're not in the same circle, like, whatever the case may be. But, people know of you and know of this person and all this kind of stuff. And you know how people try to keep secrets and all this kind of shit, right? So this has been going on for years. And now everybody can be seen because, look, we have social medias and all this kind of stuff. So let's say maybe you're public on social media so people can see stuff like what you're about and all this kind of stuff and do their own assessments or find out different things that are going on that doesn't match what this fucking person has said, or defamed, or shitted on you, or fucking straight lied, or fucking try to crucify or make you seem like a fucking devil, or like you out to get them in some kind of way, or like you try to ruin them, or you fucking hurt them, or you fucking did just lied for whatever reasons. And and I think about those kind of things too. I think about like what could make a person do that, which they do. Like, you think about past lives and all this kind of stuff too. So like, again, we can see above and we can see beyond, and we can forgive those whom offend or oppose us, or like, but you know what? The path of the great has never been fucking easy. And there was always gonna be some mofo out there, double mofo, that was gonna spread disease and filth and lies to get you to look like the bad guy every single fucking time. You think about that all the time, right? So it's like, so now your work, your artistry, your path, and then granted, let's say maybe you were a bitch back then. Let's just say, I'm just like fucking throwing it out there. And maybe you hurt their feelings. But you've grown. And let's say you're not a bitch anymore. Or you're not doing drugs anymore. You're not drinking anymore. You're not smoking anymore. Or you do, and you've changed. You had evolution. You've changed. It doesn't matter what the fuck you do. You're just not the same fucking person that person knew. But every chance they got, try to destroy your name. They didn't want people to look at you the way that people can look at you. So let's say you do good deeds and all this kind of, they want the people to look at you like you were dirty, you were a liar, you were a fraud. That's how they want the people to look at you. Like, you not about that life. Because blah, 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 blah. Lies mixed with some truths. Lies mixed with some truths. Because the lies mixed with some truths was to validate the truth, the lie, to make it look like it was true. And now, for whatever reason, it's just everything that they have said, it don't really match. That it's just quite obvious. And so these mofos are mad. They're not evolved in the sense that they're seeing the error of their ways and they want to grow and
let me work on myself right now. I see my devil in me, and I want to work on this because I don't want to be like this anymore. Nah, what they're trying to do is still deception, manipulate the situation, come up with new lies, new ways of how to say this to make it seem like that, and do all that bullshit count, blah, 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 blah. Nonsense. They should just put their tail between their legs and their head between their ass and just keep it moving and act like they never said nothing at that. Some might be doing that too, acting like, oh shit, let me just be quiet. Let me act like I never spoke about this bitch. Let me be quiet and maybe everybody forgets what I said last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, every year since we stopped being friends or family or whatever. Whatever. You know what I mean? It is what it is at the end of the day. You got nothing to prove. And if people want to think what they think about you because of something that somebody else said, then that's something that they were always out to think some way about you. If it was that easy to believe. Fuck that. Let them think it. Be like, yeah, what they said. What they said. Yeah, what they said. Shooting star. Right? Because that's what we're percolating up in here. Wish granted. Right? Something's coming. Right? Something's coming for you that is wonderful and great. Some news, maybe you'll be trending, an achievement, recognition in every kind of way. So this is like public speaking, right? This is fame. This is promotion. This is success. This is multiple streams of income. This is different platforms. This is meeting the right people, the right circles, right? Navigating, networking, right? This is achievement, recognition, right? This is overthrowing those that they thought wrong, right? This is success. This is freaking victory, right? This is winner. This is conquest. They wanted to make it a competition. Well, guess what? You won. Winner. Chicken dinner. What we get here? 8886, right? You got Sagittarius up in here too, right? You got Aries fire, right? You got fire up in here, a lot of fire signs up in here. You got Libra too, right? Lone wolf, right? Non-conformist, standing up, breaking all the rules and making it and doing and living an authentic life to that, which is the maverick in you, right? Taking swift action too. Oh my God, I gotta go. So at this time, anything can happen. All right, so either way, thank you so much for tapping and turning on, tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed this. Check in the community tabs. I'm always updating there. Also follow me on all my other platforms too. I will be making a flyer announcing when I'm going to be going live for our celebratory 1,000 plus subs. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for helping me reach this milestone. Maybe the next milestone thing would be 3,000. 2,000, 2,500, 3,000. I don't know, but either way, because I want to have parties, but I am going to continuously keep on going live with you guys. That's my way of saying thank you, and for more people to continue to subscribe and people like that. And we're going to be crafting, oracling, and babbling, and doing a whole bunch of cool stuff. But this first craft oracle babble live celebration party that we're going to be having, inspired by Tisa Tells, right? Or whatever the case may be. Inspired by she, because I saw when she made her milestone, she had a party and she gave away presents and money. She gave away money and all this kind of stuff. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I want to buy you a tea, a coffee, a smoothie, a mimosa, a drink on me, whatever the case may be, right? Depending on where you are. And also, since I'm going to be crafting too, I'm going to have gifts that I want to send to you guys, handcrafted and made with love by 𝚑𝚑. So we'll see which ones are your favorites that you like during the live, and that can be like where I give it to one of you guys. So I'm going to be giving away gifts and money as a thank you, because I'm so fucking grateful. Like I'm so grateful. Yeah. So we're gonna have a party. All right. Party. All right. All right. All right. All right. Oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. Girl, ice me up in the dance floor. I love that. Okay. Are you ready to celebrate? Let me buy you a coffee, a tea, a smoothie, a drink, on me, on me, on me, on me, on me. Okay, bye. Bye, 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 bye. I'm excited.